All right, Joe. So let's talk crypto. Obviously, there has been some volatility in the markets. A lot of people made a lot of money and a lot of people lost money. Now that things are moving a bit, we are seeing a potential for it to go up again,
Absolutely.
Enter the bull market, everything like that. What is your take on crypto?
Well, first of all, I'm not sitting here remotely as a crypto investor,
right.
or at least an advisor, because I've had my fair share of losses in crypto. I'm sure everyone has. I had my wins and my losses, all right?
Right.
But I think the idea of this video is to basically talk about how crypto is accepted in the Dubai market.
Yes.
And then we're going to relate it to property, which we are experts in. So, Dubai as a whole accepts crypto widely. It's not so much frowned upon, like a lot of places in the world.
Yes. Yeah.
Which, we did see a big boom when the bull market around 2020, 2021 was prominent, and we saw a lot of people investing their money and buying a lot of luxury properties. The smart ones anyway, the ones who there were people that kept it in and lost it,
right.
like myself. But anyway, apart from that, you saw a lot of people actually invest it into the market.
Yeah.
Now, over the last couple of years, we have seen it take a downward trend. But me, I've got a lot of friends who are, well into the crypto space, not just, these guys who say they know crypto. I know people deep within the game.
Yeah.
And a lot of my clients as well. I mean, a lot of my clients are in crypto, and it's the same story, people are expecting a bull run, bull market, end of 2024, 2025. And I believe at that point, we're going to see the property market, skyrocket even more than it's already done.
100%.
We see waves, don't we, right? We saw the war influence Russia's, residents and Ukraine residents to come here, and we also saw now, like I said, we're going to see potentially a crypto boom in the future. I mean, crypto's widely accepted here, right?
Yeah, and it's very important actually for real estate because, it's something that you don't think about usually when you think about real estate, but it's actually very intertwined. And I think it goes hand in hand. So you're right, when the crypto market picks up, I'm sure there's going to be another wave of people investing it.
Absolutely. And if you look at it, crypto's a digital asset, right? So, it's obviously well and good keeping hold of a digital asset, but if the smart investors, they know that if they make money from this digital asset, then why not invest it into a real asset, which you can physically feel, touch, smell, something that you can own. It's not saying, sell all of your crypto and buy a property, but if you diversify, that's what I've seen smart investors do in the market.
Yes, 100%.
And you even know yourself, like developers accept it widely, right?
Yeah. Now that, as you said, end of 21, beginning of 2022, I think that's when the developers actually understood, okay, we see people coming in with crypto, and instead of them converting crypto, let's say in manager's check, which is one way, why don't we do it directly and we accept it? I'm sure there's been a lot of work done before that, but yes, they are adjusting to people, and I think it's bringing a lot of people in as well.
Yeah, because, people have got their money parked up in the asset. So as soon as they transfer it into their own personal bank accounts, they can be liable to, the bank saying, where's this money came from? Especially if you've bought a cryptocurrency coin, it skyrockets, you 3x your money, for example. You transfer that back to your bank account, the bank's going to ask questions.
Right.
Now, obviously, when you go to a developer and you say, would you accept crypto? Some of the big ones, they do. Some of the smaller ones don't.
Right.
And to be honest, not all of the big ones do as well, but they have options in place.
Yes.
They use third-party companies. They'll take a percentage. Right. But I mean, like a small percentage for the money you've made.
Yeah.
It could align very nicely for you. Now, we've seen that trend happen, but we were speaking about it before this podcast about, a KYC. I know your customer.
Right, yeah.
I think it's a very important subject, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, listen, they are adapting, they're making it easier, but still you have to understand what cryptocurrency is and why so many people are drawn to it, Again, with banks, they will ask you, where did the money originate? And here in Dubai, I'm sure you know that time is money. And for anyone who is, making a living or having, building a generational wealth, headache versus time versus money, you choose which one is better. So, of course, if the developer tells you, okay, we will take out the headache of you going to the bank and explaining where the money came from, what you're going to do with it, whatever, we will accept it. But there's a small thing, which is a KYC, which everyone has to do, no matter,
So why don't you just explain what
right.
it is?
So KYC is basically a compliance. Every client who buys, doesn't matter crypto or not crypto, you need to do it. And we saw it starting more and more with the fact that Ukraine and Russia went to war. So we saw a lot of wealthy individuals from Russia coming in, bringing a lot of money. And, politically speaking, all of that stuff, Dubai decided to implement KYC. Now, KYC is not a typical compliance that you think you go through major steps. It's a simple paperwork that even then, we as real estate consultants, we need to protect ourselves to make sure that, we are not dealing with some money laundering person.
Yeah, there are some big fines now.
Exactly.
Big fines.
More of that is for real estate sector to protect ourselves. The client has the option. If they don't fill it out, what can you do?
Yeah, I mean...
nobody's going to stop you from buying a property.
No.
But it is in place. And I think with cryptocurrency, there's a little bit more of delicate, intricate things.
A lot of gray areas.
Yes, because, you don't know where the money came from.
No.
So that's the main thing. But other than that, it's quite easy. A lot of people are doing it. So.
I think the main thing to take away is that, you imagine Dubai, as we've said, is becoming, one of the top cities of top performing cities of the world. Right. We're not an offshore little island that can just take a load of money, whatever it came from. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there needs to be things in place to, for many reasons, right? If the money laundering situation has happened from bad parts of the world, whether that's gold trafficking or whatever it could be, you want to expect that a country or a city like Dubai, for example, is going to be able to monitor that. Now, like you said, it's not super strict, compared to, places around the world like London and New York and all these places that would be. But you've just got to appreciate that, they are looking to build profiles of people just to see where the money has originated from, at least, Yeah. And for a country to be into that top category, it needs
has to be, right? Because Dubai is attractive for its safety, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
it goes hand in hand. And I think also with the whole thing of going hand in hand with time and also trends and everything that's happening around the world, that's why Dubai is taking the actions that it's taking. I mean, Binance moved their headquarters to Dubai.
Crypto.com as well.
So, we see that Dubai is welcoming that, which is a very big step for them.
It's a massive step. And like I said, a lot of crypto enthusiasts, millionaires or whatever that I even know myself live in Dubai as well. Again, because it's widely accepted, because it is a place where, to be honest, it's good for them as well, because people network together. There's loads of crypto events.
Right.
And it's nice to see, because it is the future, right?
Yes.
It was a bit shady back in the day when no one really knew what was going on with it.
Yeah.
And there are plenty of people that lost money and have a very bad reputation of it. But, the fundamentals behind cryptocurrency are actually very strong in this world. Things get done so much faster. It is a new way of the currency, right?
Yeah.
And, I believe in the next, however many years it's going to take, we're going to see it, going to see things double down even more.
Yes, 100%.
And, as a city, that's accepted it early on, it's only going to benefit from that.
Yeah.
And from a real estate point of view, we're just going to see more and more of these, people who make money. Again, like I say, in the next couple of years, I'm strongly, sticking by what I'm saying. I hope I watch this podcast and say I've had loads of crypto guys come to me and buy property, because I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah.
But it just, if you are, a crypto guy or a crypto person, with a lot of, crypto in the bank, we can help, right?
Yes, 100%.
So, let's wrap this one up here. Like I said, this video was informed for anyone who was, intending on potentially buying crypto, buying property with crypto.
Yeah.
And have you got anything to say to them before we leave?
No, I just I want to add that it's easier than you think it is.
Yeah, of course.
Much easier. So if you have a good amount saved up in crypto, why don't you diversify?
100%. All right, guys, we're going to leave that one here. So again, thank you, Karina.
Thank you, Joe.
We'll see you again, guys.
Yes.